Hey, it's Big V here, and we're talking teams today. So what's going on in the real estate market? Are people still buying and selling houses? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. You know, it's interesting that we think that because the interest rates have gone up and the market seems to have slowed a little bit, I call it the market catching its breath. It seemed like during the COVID years, everybody went out of control. There was like this pause and things really stopped for a moment. And then we realized that, hey, even during the middle of a pandemic, people continued to buy. Well, I wanted to find out why. And so we started doing research and I found a Harvard study. And in this Harvard study, we found that over 40 million Americans move every single year. I want you to think about that. 40 million, that's a lot of people. So where are they going? Why do they move? And how much do interest rates impact people's desire and willing to move? We actually created a shift module, and this shift module is called the River of Real Estate. And here's how the River of Real Estate works. I want you to just picture or imagine a river. And inside of this river, it's filled with salmon going upstream to spawn. Have you ever seen that in real life? I have. And it's an unbelievable journey of like thousands of fish all headed upstream. When I think about the River of Real Estate, those are the people who are going to buy and sell real estate regardless of what's going on in the marketplace. So why are people moving? Why do people actually move? The Harvard study pointed out specific events of why people move. They include things like they're getting married or they get divorced, they're upsizing their family, their family's growing, or their family's downsizing, they got the kids moving out, or they are renting and they want to buy their first home, or they get relocated, or they lose their job, or they find a new job, or they get raised in their job. They want to be closer to work. They want to be further from work. They want to live more out in the country. People move because of the life events that occur. And these life events continue to occur regardless of what's going on in the marketplace. Now, is it possible that some people are going to be more likely to move when greater opportunities present themselves because they're investment properties or because rates are so low they can't afford not to? Yes, but it's not why most people move. Most people move because of life events that occur. So are people still buying and selling real estate? My answer is a resounding yes. If you don't have any buyers in your pipeline and you don't have any sellers in your pipeline, it's not because the market has stopped. What if I asked you to just get out a mirror and literally go look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself this question? Am I doing all of the things that are necessary to make sure that when somebody's life event occurs that causes them to move, they think of me first? Think about that. Hey, are you looking in the mirror right now? Are you like thinking about it? Like put it in the comments below. Tell me if you're doing all of the things you believe you should be doing so that you're at the front of the mind of your friends, your clients, your leads, your database, the people on your kids' soccer teams, baseball, football, dance, all the things that we're involved in. Like, do they know you're interested? Do they know that you have something of value to give them? And are you at the front of their mind thinking about real estate? If the answer is no, maybe we could just take a second, go in the chat below and just type in what you could do differently. What are the 2 or 3 things that you could do differently that would put you in the front of the mind of these people who are having their life events occur? The river of real estate is flowing and it's continuing to go. And it's not because the market has stopped. It might be because you stopped. You stopped doing those activities that will generate real business. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, number one, I'd like you to focus on the river of real estate. When someone says, how's the market? Instead of saying, oh, it's really slow. Like no one wants to do business with an agent that's whining. When someone says, how's the market? How about you respond like this? The river of real estate continues to flow. People are buying and selling every single day. And we're here to make sure that they make the best decisions for their family. Why do you ask? What if you change the way you answer the question, how's the market? Oh, I don't know. The prices really haven't come down yet. There's no inventory. Like nobody wants to deal with an agent that's whining. So think about what it is you say. When someone says, how you doing? Instead of just saying, well, we're getting by, how about you change the narrative, change the way you respond, make it easy to do business with you. When people ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm blessed. I have the opportunity to help so many people buy and sell real estate in a more difficult market today. Because of some of the programs that we offer, we're able to help people that were on the sideline get re-engaged and actually buy and offset some of the interest rate using our interest rate offset program. Because we understand the river of real estate, we know that there's a certain number of people in this marketplace today that are going to move. Matter of fact, here's what I'd like to give you. I'm going to give you the river of real estate. It's one of our shift modules. And in the river of real estate, there's a story about an agent who had a client that was feeling stuck. They didn't know if they should move forward because there's not enough buyers and sellers in the marketplace. But then they went through and they did the research, followed the Harvard study, and then we give you a location map that shows you the population in each area. We give you a series of calculations that you plug into a simple sheet. When you run the calculations in the sheet, it gives you the actual number of sales that are going to happen in your market today. And so when people say, hey, how's real estate? You can say, well, 1,500 people are going to move this year, or 26,000 people are going to move this year in my marketplace. So there's a lot of people that are buying or selling. Change the way you respond to how's the market. I think there's great opportunity out there. You have to have the right attitude. You have to communicate with energy and enthusiasm. You have to serve regardless of opportunity, and you have to understand that the constant flow of people that are moving in this river of real estate aren't going to stop because interest rates rise. Sure, it's going to slow down a little bit. Some people say you have to work twice as hard to make the same amount of money today. I actually think you have to work 10 times as hard. Are you putting in the effort to make sure that you're at the front of the mind of the consumer? So, how are agents doing? It depends on what they are doing, not just how they're feeling. Are they focused on the activities that are going to generate the real results? It's interesting, in so many markets, I've got coaching clients that are in pretty much every market in the country, in North America actually, and in markets where I've got some agents that are struggling, I have other agents and teams that are knocking it out of the park, having the best year ever. So what's the difference? There are two people in the same market having completely different experiences. And I don't believe it's the quality of the individual, but I actually believe it's the activities that they focus on. So is there an opportunity for you to change the activities you focus on? Is there an opportunity for you to maybe do different things each day when you leave your families and act like you're going to work? Is there an opportunity to message differently to the marketplace? If there is, then let's make today the day that you make the decision to change the outcome. Put yourself in the middle of the river of real estate that continues to flow. Download the Shift module on the river of real estate, and let's take it up a notch, and let's make sure we're counted in the agents that are actually thriving in today's market.